Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Micks Mowers, and today's episode we're going to be taking a little look at a trash picked job lot of mowers I've picked up. This lot come from a seller who picks them up from the recycling centre, so these were actually in the tip. I've picked up 4 mowers and a strimmer. It's a Titan strimmer. That's the one I'm hoping to get going first because that'd be my money straight back and straight into profit, and then the mowers would just be on top. So incidentally, if this is your first time you're watching Micks Mowers, hit the old subscribe button, whack the old bell and set your notifications to all. That way you'll be told I've released another video, or in fact on my weekly Saturday night live stream where you can come up on the panel, join the fun and laughter. We've got competitions and bits and pieces going on there, so feel free to come and join me on a Saturday night. Set notifications to all and you'll get a notification. So without further ado, let's get down and dirty and let's check out this little tiny job lot of mowers and a strimmer I just picked up. Right, let's go over to the mooch. It's a bit windy, shouldn't be too bad for the sound though, I'm hoping. We've had some rain, I know that. Right, first up is this Quocast mower. I think it's about a 21-inch cut, something like that. It's got a 625 series Briggs on the top, that's why I picked that one up. It's got a height adjustment problem, I think, and probably the one wheel, the bearing may have collapsed, I'm not quite sure. Just put a couple of bolts in just to hold the handle up because it was all collapsed and I picked it up. But that one there should sell for some pretty good money. It's got drive, all that sort of good stuff. The next one is a little Quocast mower again, a little 16-inch cut, Briggs and Strat 450 series on the top, flathead. Nice little mower, nice and clean. The next one is a little Sovereign with a SV150. There you go, Mr. Mower Man. I know you love these. Hopefully it won't be a problem. It's got drive on this one as well, so that should sell for some good money as well because it's got the drive. And then the last mower is this 470 self-propelled Briggs. It's been sick, it's got some oil coming out the front of the exhaust for it, so it's been tipped up. Again, the wheel is a bit wonky, but they do go on these ones. And I think that needs a new drive cable, which I've got in the shed. And then last and not least is this little Titan strimmer. And the first thing I noticed, pull cord on the handle. So that's gone, but I'm hoping that that's all it is, because it doesn't look like it's done a lot of work. So let's get it in the shed and see what we can't do. Right, I don't know about you, but this doesn't look like it's done a lot of work at all. Bit dusty where it's been stored outside, but I'm not quite sure when they changed the model of these for the newer heads. 2010, there you go, it says. So it's 10 years old. I don't think it's as old as that, but hey ho. It's not that old in the grand scheme of things. But first things first, it's got to have a new pull cord at least put on it. So I'm hoping, as I say, that this will be a runner. Although it's 10 years old, it don't look like it's done that amount of work. It could be completely US and no good for anything. But you can always sell the attachment, which is the straight shaft strimmer. Or you can put another head on it, but I'm hoping it's going to be okay. And if it's okay, then straight away we're into money. I've got a harness as well. I've got a little Husqvarna harness for this. I do have a couple of cheaper ones somewhere else. I'm not quite sure what I've done with them. They might be up in the old shed. But you know, it should sell for good money. I don't know quite what they are brand new, but obviously mine will be just under that price, somewhere in there. So I'll get his 4 screws undone. That one's really tight. Oh my word, really tight. Let me get it undone and I'll come back. Right, I've removed I've undone the 4 screws here and just loosened, take these ones out as well, which gives me access to this back cover. I'm not quite sure, in all fairness, how much more of this you've got to take apart just to get the pull cord off. It looks like it's quite a sealed unit. I can see the pull cord already, that I can see, but it looks like it almost to come off sort of separately. Surely you don't have to take the whole lot off. It looks like the guard all comes off together as well. It's a bit of a strange design. Oh, it doesn't, it does separate. one more screw here somewhere around the side. I just caught sight of it. That here somewhere. Down here, right by the side of a tank, there's another little screw which you've got to undo as well, just down through there, which will then separate it all up. There it goes. Right, put that to one side. There's our pull cord. There's the string, as you can see. Let me just try and take a piece out of there. See what we've got. Yeah, the spring works, which is good. Just want to try and retrieve some of this pull cord. It's obviously snapped and then strung itself back. So there it is there. I've got you. What I'm going to try and do is just literally just try and poke that back in. So let me snip it off first off. I don't know how much cord's on there. I might have to put a new piece on. But I'm hoping it's not a lot come off. Once we oh no, it doesn't want a new cord yet. That's way too short. Way too short. Get a new bit of cord on there, and I'll come back and we'll go from there. I'm not quite sure on the threading process. It looks like I've got to take this off to do it, which would be annoying, but it's what it is. So let me get a new bit of cord, and I'll come back before I undo it. Right, I've got a new bit of cord, or donor bit of cord. It's not actually the newest. We've changed the size of that, gone up a size, which is even more annoying when we do things like that. Probably this one. That's the one. So we're going to slacken that off. Then hopefully we'll lift this up without it going twang. That's all there, cool. So where's that little puppy go? Through there. How weird. Don't tell me that's all sealed. Oh no, it comes off. That comes off there. Look, okay, so we've got a little spring that sits in that recess just there. See how we're learning all the time. I've not done one of these, so this is the thing on my channel, is that, you know, machinery changes, designs change, and you have to go with it. And it's all about educating yourself, much like that stuff at Punch did the other day. You know, you've got to educate yourself. It's no good just getting it going. You've got to take stuff apart and have a little look to see how that worked. So I've got a bit of cord here. This isn't new, this is second hand, it's donor. I'd probably just cut it off of another strimmer that's no good. But this cord is in good nick. And then we're going to find the hole, which will probably be on this piece. My lord, really? Oh, bear with, where's the hole? There's the hole. There it is there. That goes through there. All the way through. There's already not the other side. That goes into there. Seat him down nice and low, and then that little spring that's sat with a hook going over like so, and you've got a little tiny spring here, and that's got to line up on one of the lugs just down inside the collar, which is quite self-explanatory. Once it sits, you'll know when you've got it, because it'll automatically want to do it itself. So make sure you get it right before you start coiling. So put that in the little tiny groove. Let's designer going. Let's see if that's got it. Which it has. Lovely, okay. And now we want that one screw, which is slightly different to the rest, because it's into plastic, so it's a wider thread. I'm going to wind that one back in. It looks like the season's well underway. We've got machines coming in and machines going out, stuff coming in for service, and it all looks to be promising. The dogs look good on here, all spring loaded, lovely. So now I'm going to wind this up. I'm going to slacken that off just a smidge. Just a smidge. That's better. A little bit too tight. And I'm going to wind that up till it gets to a sensible sort of strain on the spring. I dare go one more. That feels about right. Try one more. Yeah, there. That's about as much as I want to go. We're now going to thread this cord through the hole, out the other side, put it all through. That's it. And let it do its thing, which is lovely. So that's where it wants to stop. So how much cord do we have? We have about 2.5 feet, which is perfect for me. I want to cut the other cord off the machine. A pair of forceps again, and try and get inside here and just try and hook that little bit of string out. There might be enough string here to do another one at a later date. Push that through all the way, and then just see where it stops coiling. It's going to be about there. Just take it about 1.25 inches up, about there, and tie a knot in that there. And that should be enough for when we release it. That pull cord should stand up nice and straight. Give it a nice pull so it's nice and secure, and then that sits up nice and straight as it should. And you've got about 2 foot on there, which is about right. Cut that cord off, make her pretty. That can go over there. That's why I keep, as I say, I keep odd bits of cord. Never ever throw any bits of old pull rope away, because you never know when you need a piece. And pull cord for 2-stroke stuff is slightly thinner, about 2.5. Right, that's that. I'm going to put this back together, and we'll get some petrol mixed up before I bring it back, and then we'll have a look to see what happens. Okay, that's the I've mixed some petrol up. I haven't put it in yet. I was waiting for you guys so you knew that I haven't even done anything else. Just want to double check the fuel lines, see what they're doing. I can see a fuel filter, and I can see the return. The fuel filter is not particularly low. I don't know if the pipe's gone solid. Oh, it has dropped, that's fine. So let's get a bit of fuel in the old girl. Let's put it down that way a bit so it's more level. Funnel, bit of fuel with some 2-stroke in it. I'm using a different type of fuel, 2-stroke, because people are saying, "Oh, it's not 2-stroke," you know, because it doesn't look funny colour. This is green, so, or blue. Because people are saying it's not 2-stroke, but it is. Trust me, I wouldn't put neat petrol through one. Not when I'm trying to save it anyway. So that's now had some fuel, which is good. It's got a primer on it. Let's have a prime. Nothing yet. Nothing yet. Not priming. Come on, baby. It may need new fuel lines, possibly. Oh, the tank is pressurised, I heard it. It's trying to suck air through. pushing air up, but it's not sucking air through. not sucking petrol up, unfortunately. So this hasn't done no work at all. This filter's brand new. This is done next to nothing. Let's put a little bit of WD-40 down through the head. Sometimes that just lubes stuff up enough just to get it to run, or just to at least soften the diaphragm up. Just to try and encourage the diaphragm to supple up. It might be sat for a little while. There it goes. You see? Little trick there for you. Diaphragm's a bit sticky. By shooting fuel, WD-40 straight through the throat, you can then get that diaphragm to do its job. So many people would have just literally had a carburetor off there, but now it is priming exactly how I would like. So let me clear a bit with WD-40 up, because it is a bit of a mess now. I've poured WD-40 all in the throat, so I'll clear some of that up as best I can, so that way we get a more truer reading. But as you can see, you know, the condition of this trimmer. Let me bring around the other side so you have a better look at it. As you can see, this trimmer, it's done nothing. I can quite clearly see it's done nothing. Right, I'm going for live fire up inside the shed. Both my big barn doors are wide open, so I've got plenty of ventilation coming out. And just want to try and get the fire. If I get the fire, I'll then take it outside and give it a run. And we'll see what happens. I don't think, I'm hoping this is going to be a straight win. How's that go on there? Does that hook up somewhere? Am I missing a trick? What am I missing? Oh, that sits in there, so two tiny tabs on the back there. Like that. Somehow. As I say, they changed the design, so you have to sort of work with them a little bit. It looks like that's caught up there, and then it catches in one movement. That's okay. That doesn't. That's going to go into there. Stumped at the first hurdle. That's good. Right, okay. Let's clear some tools. See what we get. Fingers crossed it runs. So turn it on over on the arm, and it's got a throttle lock off, which I'm going to use if it works. I don't think that does work. Maybe we shall see. Oh, I see. You can't. You've got to push that into. It's not actually a throttle lock. You've actually got to hold that thumb into to activate the control. We'll see. Right, let's bring it back a touch. Bring her here, and we'll go for a fire up, and we'll see what happens, eh? Let's just have a little go at it. So priming, warm start, cold start, I'd say. It's not been fired for a while. Hold onto your hats, and let's see what happens. So she runs. So let's take it outside and give it a proper run now and see what it actually runs like. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, it's going to run beautiful. Right, here we go then. fantastic. I'm super happy. That little Titan runs at 40 to 1 petrol mix, not at 50 to 1, and I cannot stress enough how important it is to run equipment at the right dosage. Now I do actually have a tip for you. It's something I use because I'm always forgetting. If you go onto your Android or whatever phone you've got and just punch into the App Store petrol mixer or petrol mix calculator, you can actually get an app on your phone, and I just literally punch in on mine 40 to 1, push next, and it comes up with 12.5 for half a litre. If you want to put a litre in there, you just literally delete that and you put in 1 litre and it comes up with 25 mil. So if ever you're uncertain, then feel free just to download an app just to make sure you get your fuel mixture right, because it is critical, and I cannot stress that enough. I started just using it around the garden and it got a little bit boggy, and I thought it doesn't quite sound right. I come straight back in, had a quick look on the internet, and it runs at 40. I had it mixed at 50, so I just put another 2.5 mil of oil in, and now it runs A1. So make sure you get your oil mixtures right. That little Titan head trimmer cost me next to nothing. I mean pounds. And I think they retail for about 140 to 125 you can get them for currently, brand spanking new. So mine will be just below that, and hopefully it'll sell, and that's my money back and straight into a profit, and I've got 4 more mowers to go, so super happy. Incidentally, if this is your first time you're watching Micks Mowers, don't forget to hit the old subscribe button and whack the old bell just down there. Set notifications to all, and that will give you a notification on your phone or computer to say I have either gone live on my Saturday night live stream or have sent another video out for you guys to watch. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please remember, give us a thumbs up. It helps towards growth of my channel. It doesn't cost you anything. It's completely free to do so. Any comments, you know, we'll stick them down below, and I'll answer all comments, positive or negative, as best I can. Any questions, you've got my email address up in my about page or on my banner. Feel free to email me with any questions. If I can help you out, I will do. So thank you very much for watching me on this episode of Micks Mowers. I hope you did enjoy it. I look forward to seeing you in the next episode very soon. But until then, people, don't forget, more importantly, take her easy.